2020 online head-to-head with the Carolina Panthers. Let's see if anyone can beat me. You can like, share, and comment if you will. Let's see here. Uh-oh, got somebody. My favorite player is Christian McCaffrey, of course, and Luke, but he had to retire.
The NFL on EA Sports
I
has
got the
come
Vikings.
to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Right. I like to run, so I'm going to pick a running play. I'm going to run up the middle with a trap.
Ready? 180. Right there in the middle. 55. Got to do better.
With McCaffrey. Let's go.
Come on, QB. Come on. Check. McGee.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
I'm going to flip the play because it's...
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw line complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and open here is Hogan. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Check. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Hey, alert 3.
Okay, rushing in.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Danny.
From the 50, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. These guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
That opening drive look good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned
enough
away
power.
thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And it is incomplete.
Cousins pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Do a little corner blitz.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Set the tone.
Let's see if he's going to the tight end.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Ah!
And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I can still
A
stop.
first down and then some. 36 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
In your face.
A first down throw for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Something.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Panthers 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Stretch play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
Ah,
Shoot
shoot.
it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Oh,
Picked
no.
off about the 31. And he will take this one home.
Oh, my
It's a
goodness.
touchdown. Short throw, pick
No,
six
no.
right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pick six.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams
touchdown ball!
have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it
I'm gonna
develop
run
a
it
little
to
bit,
the left.
you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Oh, this might be a...
McCaffrey with a first down and more.
Uh-oh. Ah! Go! I ain't gonna showboat.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey, 73 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it,
turnover.
they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still
I might
got
try
a
to
good
take my
game
Panthers
going
to the
ahead
Super
of us.
Bowl. And I choked on 2 on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This
Get on! What y'all doing?
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger.
Come on, Luke, pop him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Mario Addison in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins.
Fell down. I hate those.
And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Cousins now. Open man,
come on.
Is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, Cousins.
Get the ball.
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Why you trying to throw right there anyway?
Down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I never give up, though. 4th quarter, I come back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Get out of
And it's
bounds,
something
yeah.
that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
20.
On first down, Newton. He's going to air one out.
Ah!
He knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Field goal range.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
54.
A final shot before the break. Newton looking for
Hey,
the out route.
I
He's
can
got
get this.
more. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So 2 quarters
my
down,
comeback.
2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, Luke, pop him.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come on, I need a turnover. Let's go.
He's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Push him back.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. We're going.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
Oh, no.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got you, pump. Now get it.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh,
and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on the hang on, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Sherrill's on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Oh, wow.
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins.
There we go. They're going to pick. I need it all.
Intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Oh.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh, well.
By the Pro Bowler,
Maybe
Anthony
next
Barr.
game.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Not good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Cousins here to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door,
I need a touchdown.
it's still
I don't
cracked
like that
open
team.
because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Newton now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Oh,
Throwing
Jesus.
on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for DJ Moore. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch 54. Check.
Throwing again. Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No.
Not really.
But what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Let's see if I can fix it. Let's see. Alright, let's try another one. Look at my record. 230.
Check the stats up. You can check the scoreboard. Check the stats. Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star.
I think I do pretty good with a 72.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star. In the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game
I
on.
just
Took a
started
loss, but I
playing
stay strong.
MUT.
Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round.
Panthers.
To another city, it's a touchdown.
I was beating everybody with a third string quarterback. They put Cam in, I was like, what?
Why I never saw you in the field, though. Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you.
Alright, let's go.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz
Saints.
Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Oh well. Did that count as a win?
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
Guess not.
Get ready, dog.
Uh-oh, might not have nobody. Might have to do MUT.
This be the green light. Go.
Oh.
Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blend be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talk about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here.
I like
this
to start
will
off
be a
with a little
touchback,
run
and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's see if I can go outside. Flip it to the left.
Set. 180.
They might be ready for that. Let's do it.
Jam.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. He's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's
no. That was a touchdown. Tripped over doggone.
They're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, offense alters the normal spacing and run fits.
Let me flip that play because I got 3 linemen over here and not 2 over here. Let's see what I can do with this play.
On the ground,
spin move.
A beautiful spin and room to run. The
yes,
Panthers
sir.
have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Oh, look at that spin. Let's do a levels.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Go to the left because there's 2 linemen.
You can't block me. Check out.
This is McCaffrey.
He was ready for that one.
He is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton.
Big boy. Touchdown. Oh! Queen of the one. What I tell you? That's where the name came from.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and
do a
pretty
little toss
successful
right
so
quick.
far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And hey,
Work out like
you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
We're going to do a slant.
Again, McCaffrey.
Don't need to. My boy, McCaffrey.
Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the
I'm going to make this
Panthers
dude
take
quit.
it right down and score on the opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because when you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
No, sir.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least least 2 first
Breeze
downs,
ain't gonna
give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit
run,
after they
so
give up
I
a
ain't
touchdown.
worried about him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the
Gotta watch my
27-yard
Thomas.
line. Breeze leads
Nah,
this
Bo,
one
that
with
run.
Kamara.
No,
And
sir.
he is met in his tracks
Nah, Bo.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's do a little corner blitz.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And
Give me that. Touchdown.
Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he
See,
brings
I'm
it
gonna make
back
this dude
to
quit.
right around the 26-yard line.
I'm run it to the outside.
Now we give right side McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's how I like to play it. Yeah.
He goes.
I know I do a lot of spinning,
The
but
first, it's a gain
stop.
of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
I couldn't get around. Come on, block for me.
He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Catch it.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away.
That was good, D.
And incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the
Good D.
defensive
I gotta
guys
get some
on
points out that
play.
turnover,
Able to
though.
bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that
Get
no
another
one says
turnover.
to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it
Another
through.
turnover.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd
Gave up
down
on the
now.
run yet.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He might go to Cook. From the University
Now
of
Breeze.
Carolina.
Rolling to his right. And
told
his
you he was
throw's
gonna go
gonna be
Cook.
incomplete.
Try to.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone. He's got a man. Complete.
Oh, that was a good play.
A big gain of 39 on
I put him to the inside,
For
though.
an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish
He's
this
probably
drive
gonna go to
and
heel.
put this ball in the end zone.
Now a 1st down
Oh,
carry.
that running ain't gonna do
And this
nothing.
one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you're bringing in your time.
Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted.
Called that one.
Shaq Thompson
And I got my
with a
feet
pick.
in.
And a big turnover there as his guys will
This
get the
dude is gonna
football
quit.
back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes
Kansas
and
City
company.
is
An
the
absolute
comeback
heartbreak
king.
for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win
Every
the game?
game.
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how
I
about
like
San
this play right
Francisco?
here.
Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco.
Hopefully
trying to
McCaffrey
understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see
spin the wrong way. I hate it when that happens.
Get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gosh.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
Spin the other way.
Hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
I'm going to go to more.
Reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Newton. To the right side, and he's
Apple, not today.
And out of bounds on the other side.
Dude, don't quit. Told y'all gonna make him quit. Ain't no connection loss. Ain't no connection loss. Well, you just quit. Another one. What? Oh. I know my friends on.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do,
come get some. The blended fam. Add me. Might have to go to MUT. Hope this ain't heavy, because he'll quit again. I don't know why that's so fuzzy back there. I don't know how to fix it. This is my first time, so bear with me. I don't know if anybody watching. I don't even know how to look at that. So I'm just playing ball.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida
See if I can make this one quick.
Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Not bad. Let's see what they suggest me do. They're going to look for me to run, I think. So I'm going to pass it.
Here we go. Right at the 8. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, it's Newton.
Oh, shoot.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Oh, no.
Picked off at the 23. And he's going to score.
No.
It's a Titans touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that.
That was a
first
good play.
Drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it
almost
up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go right here.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go, baby.
First carry
See
for
you
Christian
playing with a linebacker.
McCaffrey.
Okay,
Rashawn Evans
okay.
out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Okay.
They tried a quick hitter
Let's
inside,
do,
but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hold on, Olsen.
Throwing on second and
Straight
8.
route.
Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there.
We'll try
Good
this
enough
play
for a
again.
Panther first down.
Hoping ain't no pick this time.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll work it across
Mr.
midfield
Reliable.
inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee
for the run,
territory
ain't it?
now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We'll do a quick slant.
20.
Check 13.
Oh, gotta go.
Now it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
He
Too
can't
tough
catch
to
a
hold on
cold.
to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here,
Doing my
he's
trap.
going to have to
I'm
absorb
running
the
right up the
contact,
middle.
and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
McCaffrey.
Shit.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's see what I can do. Hopefully McCaffrey will do the angle and be open.
Throwing on third down. Newton. He'll
For the
drop it
first.
off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm going to try the screen to the right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Nah, that ain't going to work.
And he'll lose yardage on
That
the
ain't gonna
comeback at
work.
the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're
I'm gonna
stuck
try to go to
looking at a
Hogan with the
second and
out route.
14.
Or more.
Here's Newton. And he
Dang
slings one that's incomplete. The one out, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Third and long, it's Newton.
Dang it, man.
They're going to be incomplete.
I had a bullet.
It was the safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution
Think I'm
of
gonna
that
fake this
defense
field
right
goal.
there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force
Might
it
be
in there.
ready for it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And
No!
it's complete. They're going to get the first.
Ah!
They're not going to get it. They tried.
Damn it!
It's a turnover on down. It would have
I
been a
couldn't
long
get him to
field
go
goal.
back.
Fake doesn't
Oh,
work
that was a
out.
first
And as a
down.
result, it'll be
Come
Titan football
on.
On the turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans.
Man,
come up
just
now
don't want me to
first
be
and
good
10
today.
At their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that man,
Thought I
Derrick
had
Henry,
it.
boy, was
Now I
one of the
can't do it
stories
no
of the
more.
postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him.
Come on.
What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
Coming to you, coming to you.
A first down carry for Henry. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First down, Tennessee.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54. Check Mike, check Mike. Showing up.
They'll run on first down.
I was ready for that one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After one, 7-0 on EA
Need a
Sports.
turnover.
Let's get it. Here we go, here we go. 50-60 or. Mike. Let him know, let him know. Now.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill.
Thank you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
You ask and you receive, I guess. Yeah.
With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year.
They
John
ready for the
Harbaugh,
run,
Lamar's
though.
coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Dang
That
it.
represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
On third down, Newton got
There we
his
go.
target, Samuel, and able to get this one
There we
across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Newton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Out of the gun, Newton.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Yes.
One-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Oh, they didn't.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended
Not what I
target,
wanted.
and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 24.
Come on, Olsen.
They'll run with McCaffrey.
Ah.
Not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Pretty good little two-play
Screen.
sequence there. You
Time
force
for a
the
screen.
incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0
I'll
ball
take this
game.
3.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Get another
and
pick.
they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Score 4.5.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out?
Add me so y'all can play me, okay? The blended fan.
Way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on second down.
Ah!
Tannehill.
Yes.
Took a pretty
Third
good
down.
shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed.
Was he trying to jump over me?
It's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Right,
decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Derrick Henry. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis.
I got out of my defense.
Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 51 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Oh, we're going to play like that.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Newton on first down.
Now, touchdown.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 34 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready. 61, matchbox lights.
Cushion.
Check, crunch, go.
Now Lewis here on first down.
Oof.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now it's Henry. And an alley to run. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch 54. Ready.
On first down, Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
On ahead.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. 27 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Come on.
Get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go. Let's
go.
go.
Last one got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20.
Come on, I need a turnover.
These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just
Are you serious?
over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Now a nice throw here right side.
Hey, comment. What is...
He takes this one down almost
Get it
all
together.
the way to the 30.
It's not
that one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
There you go, Bruce.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bruce Irvin able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown.
Damn it.
Here comes the ball. I see you, bro. I see you.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at
need a
3rd
pick.
down here. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. He may try and run for this.
Nah, Bo, you ain't gonna get that.
Very close to a first
Not with no
down.
damn Tannehill.
Fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill completes it to Davis. Pick up a 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion.
Shoot.
And defensively, pure frustration.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Now Tannehill.
Why I couldn't do that before?
Back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill flushed.
Nah, boy, you ain't finna run it with Tannehill.
And down he goes again. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as
No.
he slips in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It's caught by
Damn it,
Davis.
I had that pick.
Down to the 7. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Yep. On the ball. Tighten up.
They'll run. It's Henry.
No.
The tackle, and that
Damn, all that running around. He still got the damn first down.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but
Damn.
that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Shit.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely
1 for 2
ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25. to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that
Oh,
worked,
my God.
but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
Go back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At their 49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, it's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Down. 8, read. There, 54 Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, go.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to air one out.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, I thought I was running back.
Take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Keep doing that.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like
under pressure and down he
Get it out in
goes.
time.
They sack him back at the 36. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Newton. Complete to right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Newton on first down. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I'm gonna win.
The first of their timeouts. So this one, a
1 and 2
Tennessee
is my
Titan
record.
victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone
Like I
that you're
said, the
getting
gamer
stronger,
tag is
and
the
dominance is starting to take
underscore
over, right? The way
blended
that you
underscore
close, the way
fan.
that you finish,
Add
that
me
gets
if you
appreciated
wanna
from the time
play
you're
me.
playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
To my running game.
This has been a presentation of the
I normally get over 100.
EA Sports. For more, check us out.
But I am in the top 11%. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Say so long from Charlotte.
I'm gonna try to play one more game. They ain't never asked me that. Did I have fun? See, I'm in the top 11.9%, so for a chick, I think I'm doing pretty good, but these 3 games ain't been my best. 231 and 180. I want to try and get to 250 before I get to 200 on the loss. Alright, let's go. One more game. I'm not sure how to add live chat to my streams. I'll learn how to do that later on. But this is like a practice round because I don't know. Kind of nerve-wracking.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the
But you can like and comment, add your username, gamer tag, whatever you call it, in the comments, and I'll add you and we can play a game. And we can do it live if you want to.
They're all set as they'll match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
Of course, I need more practice with the streaming, but I just love playing football.
Take it past the 25
I grew up playing a lot of sports games. I got into Madden. I think when Vic was on the cover, that was like 2004, but I fell off for a little while. I think I came back about 2016.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
What we got? What we got?
I don't know nothing about that. They say I got a... Hello, whoever's watching. I don't know what I'm doing.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 8 yards there on the carry, and now
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't see your message. I don't know how to do this.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run
trying,
the
and I can't see
I think that goes
my
back to
plays because of my big old head.
They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in
That's
previous
all right.
games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a
I was going to fake it. I meant to fake it. Oh, no.
Yeah, a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for James Conner. He'll be upended after a gain of 5.
I don't like it when he gets blitzy.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
24. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Ah!
Buzz. Check. 59.
Now
Get a
Roethlisberger.
pick.
Complete to
Ah,
Washington.
Luke.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion.
I don't know how to
percentage,
get
but
to
no
my
gain.
chat.
It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no
My
gain.
teacher's not here at the moment.
Because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so
I'm
important
gonna
to
return
tackle well
middle.
on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Oh,
It's
I'm
taken
running.
to the
That's
26.
fine.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to
I'm not
begin
sure
their
how
next
to add
drive.
it.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes...
If anybody... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. God,
Now
don't
that'll
get...
be tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Worried
And
about
he's
other
in for
stuff.
6 and a Steeler touchdown.
If anybody can help me.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was
Oh, I could have blocked that
Different
one.
team.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
three-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and
All right,
ready
I'm
to
gonna try to
begin their
run
next
this.
drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2
I
drives.
thought the
And I
middle was
think
going
the
to be
game's
open.
starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup,
do an
create
inside
it,
zone right
exploit
quick.
it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
So we got man.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Turn, I try to spin off of him.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it
Caught a
to 3rd
screen.
down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
What is it? Look at it. 98. 98's the mic. All you get is a headache.
All right, come on.
Check it. Get it.
Newton on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Go, McCaffrey.
Accelerating and off he
Go!
goes.
Yes, sir.
Carolina.
That's my running back.
Christian McCaffrey, 67 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I'm gonna try to make this dude
Running
quit.
at that distance here, he had to catch it too.
I made one quit today. I gotta
play for the score.
There's not many things
another
better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy.
Two
Who
losses.
can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Can't win them all though.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
It's my first time streaming, so I'm kind of nervous.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end
But
zone
I
for
had
a
the live
touchback.
stream so y'all can actually see that I am a chick playing Madden.
The Steelers
try to get a
offense
pick.
here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive
Oh,
is
Luke
just
can
simply
knock
to
it out.
settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Hit that like button and
have that
subscribe.
opportunity.
I think I'm gonna keep doing this. This is fun. Once I get warmed up, I'll be all right.
The last run
Not
got
really a
3.
talker.
Now here's 2nd and 7.
You gotta do things you ain't never done
On
before.
2nd
Get
down,
what you want.
Connor looking for space. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a
Come on, I
run
gotta
down
stop.
because
3rd
sometimes
and
you get out
2.
of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm gonna run you over. Right there, 54.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here I come. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Pick.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Little corner blitz.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. These two. Play.
Have a little show blitz. Let's get the tight end covered. Time up. Move him back. Move him back.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Middle.
I got motion.
Come on, let's get a pick.
Right there.
22, 44.
54 Mike.
Watch the run.
Watch the run.
Hey, exit.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
A lot of hot routes.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Why they say?
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Damn.
Washington's got it. And he slips up past the 45
got me on
before
that one.
being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert 3. Alert.
Here we go. Flash is third.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Yeah, baby.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ready?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch 54.
Now Ben going to give this one to
Sir.
Connor. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Blue 30.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Pick it up. Pick it up. 50. Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Get him. Yes,
And
sir.
that is incomplete.
Boston.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'm trying to go to Moore with a slant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Oh, y'all didn't block him.
Each zone. You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Shoot.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That could have been a touchdown if y'all would have blocked.
Now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton.
Oh,
in a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Come on. Throw a pick.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Wild Bill.
Go to Juju.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch the run. Hey, Echo. Mike's 59. Check that out.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Get it! Ah!
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 50. Check 15. Here we go. Smooth.
Oh, him?
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike, hard down. Blue 30. Hey, alert. Mike's 54. Mike. No spacing. Yeah. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ben ain't going nowhere.
Watch a slat. Hey, Charlie. Slat.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger.
Thank you.
And it's intercepted at the goal
Run it.
line.
Run it, run it, run it.
Jackson picks it.
Go.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I need to practice that running. Running one back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
That was stupid.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground and counter again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Quarter. 54.
Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't,
there you go,
those
Luke.
quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
Make sure you like and
How about
comment,
the read, though,
please.
by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yards.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 19 yards away, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those up.
If y'all looking for another YouTube channel to watch, check out the Negro Sports League. He's pretty funny.
This is taken at his 4.
I almost
And
had
a nice
that one.
return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Negro Sports League. It's really funny.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh.
And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even
try to
the
run
intended
this.
receiver on that play.
Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
14 up.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14.
I need a turnover. That's what I need.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Sponge! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 6 guys! Loco! 6 guys! Bravo!
Come on.
Right there.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got an
Dog,
open
I
man
thought I
is
had him.
Washington. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots.
I need this win right here.
Throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Our time. It's our time.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter.
No,
He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Only a yard of the
have to
pickup
beat me
there
in the
to bring
air.
up a third down.
Black 20. 54's Mike. Check 24. 54. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Dang it.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first and 10 is Connor.
Come on, Luke. Hit him harder.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A 2-yard loss brings up third.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on
Okay,
EA
I got to stop.
Sports.
This is it right here.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already.
Easy, easy. Mike 5-4. Mike 5. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Go ahead and get your
It makes you
3.
wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a
Oh,
little
go
bit
for
dinged
it.
up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A 41-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is
I
good.
got to score a touchdown.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
There's
the
one
tablet and
first
see what
down.
you
Let's
did on
go.
the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Here we go.
He's back to throw.
Ah,
And he
shoot.
can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down
Try to
play.
throw it to,
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Newton. And nearly
shoot.
intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Yeah, they're rushing yours.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
50. Hey, watch that. Hey, orbit. Mike, 54.
Come off the ball hard. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
White 80. Left out. 44.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Go.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
8.
I got you, son.
Hey, Delta. Check, Mike.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, well, I
tried. They
tried.
were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's
I
Jordan
still
Berry
got,
now.
I can get where I
as
can get a
he's
field
on to
goal
punt for
going in
Pittsburgh.
overtime. Because it ain't messing with the time, Bo. Kick it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Panthers
hit that like button and subscribe,
please.
Please.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there. And it's 2nd down. Before the game,
like,
they
share,
were running
comment.
the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly
This is
imagined.
gonna be the
But
last
sometimes
game
the passes
for
just
right
go
now.
awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Another L in the book.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We played to win.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rushing
The
yards.
Steelers are winners as we
I think I'm gonna need
say
to go
so
practice
long
on my
from
running, but I
Heinz
know I can
Field.
do it. Alright, let's check my record this time. I think it's eesh. 231 and 181. Alright, that's gonna be it for right now. Thank you for watching, commenting. Just make sure you hit the like button and share. Subscribe and hit the bell so you, when I stream again, you'll know when I'm on. Alright, see you next time. Peace.